make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her, you got a better flow, but she can hang it up just like a telephone. Cost 10K to let it come see it.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas.
Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the Las Vegas Raiders.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Taken from about the 12.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. Into about the 23.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
They want to keep things going. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Rashawn Gary from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Mays. Green brings it in. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
Gun. Cut.
It'll be Joe Mixon, born in nearby Oakley, California. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
He's taken down at the 33 yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down and 4. And the Raiders have got him. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's taken at around the 40. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Right there, right.
Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He was brought down at the 34-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up
Back to throw. Mays, and Green with a catch left side. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. And they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mays. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How they get in there and knock another one away? You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here we go, here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
But those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now it's Burrow. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Falcons.
Burrow's pass complete to
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team was truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Taken from about the 12. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
at their own 23-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake. Mays. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Falcons 7, Raiders 0.
Let's go now.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Throwing on 3rd and long. Mays. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
Number 8. A gain of 12 yards. Brings up 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
11-90.
Burrow looking to pass. Looking deep downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And a short pickup to about the 25. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Henderson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Back at the 21-yard line.
19 right. Buffalo 18.
On 3rd down, Mays. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 33. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 32-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Here we go.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Joe Mixon, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the...
He's got a man, complete!
And he'll be brought down at the 27. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check mash, head in the street, head in the street.
Looking to throw. Mays. And that's complete. It's Green here. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, but also...
He's got a man, complete! And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on him a little bit, I think.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack.
That was J.J. Watt getting in there and getting him to the ground. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another, because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Taken from about the 12.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
11.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And it'll be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Mays. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just past the 35.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Eluding the pressure right.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted.
Trey Flowers picks it.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Here we go. Snap.
To throw on second down. Mays. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Mays. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up the first and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Operating from the gun. Mays, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it, and he's into the clear. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20. 10, and this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Over to first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. From the gun to give to Henderson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Mays. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Rashawn Gary bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Green with a catch left side. And he's got room.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Raiders get a bit closer.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
Call it a loss of 5. A big sack to bring up 3rd down.
A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Now Burrow loses the football.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
Ready, referee! Roll! Check contact! Big Lion! Check, hurt!
Henderson now on 1st and 10. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Mays. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. The trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Three.
To throw again. Mays. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense. Another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Las Vegas first down.
They'll look to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Falcons force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 17-yard line.
Burrow will throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 7 catches for him now. And this last one, a first down.
13 yards. First down.
Now Burrow. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. From midfield now, Burrow. And this will be caught by Edwards. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They will throw on first down with Burrow. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
He was defended by Trayvon Harris.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This goes out wide for Mixon. And some room to run now. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, a
14-yard touchdown.
And the Falcons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
42. Raiders 14.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
On 2nd down, back to Henderson.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off-play action. Mays. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Hey, check that, street.
Off the play fake. Mays. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller.
On the move past the 40. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons' offense at the line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. A try here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Falcons 49, Raiders 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. As time has run out on this football game.
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah, got power from my head and my feet. Yeah. Colossal. What I say is gospel. I cook this with love. They gon' eat it up and swallow me. I'm from the ghetto, baby. Seen bodies in the streets before I could tweet. I came from nothing. I turned a mustard seed into a million. In the discussion, had a TED talk with the higher me. Show me how to run it up. I need all my cheese. Every day that I wake up, I'm pinching myself. Can't believe that I'm really me. Popping shows in New Zealand, boy, you is not eating, man. We do not play in the same league. I gave my mama some racks and she asked me if I'm selling. I said, mama, please. If I was, do you think I'd let you know? Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. This is God-given, so I thank her as I go. This gon' sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Yeah, got power from my head to my feet. Yeah, run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. I did not chase, I just attract. What you put in, you get back. I'm screaming Campbell, then still